Now it's time to bring back an old favorite here at Just Seen It. In the spirit of the holiday season, here is part 1 of 3 from the Vault. Brian, what's your favorite holiday movie?
So my choice for holiday movie is the 1990 family comedy Home Alone, which is written by John Hughes and directed by Chris Columbus. To me, it's the perfect family entertainment for the holiday season. It's got this goofy, playful tone, but it's also got some poignant family drama to go along with it. It's memorable in its moments, it's got quotable lines, it's got standout comedic performances, it's got a fantastic score by John Williams that kind of ties everything together. It's the ultimate childhood fantasy, right? Being home alone, your parents are gone, but it also has that sort of charm that sort of reminds us that family is really important.
Does this mean you disown Home Alones 2 and 3?
Well, I mean, 3 doesn't have Macaulay Culkin, so that one's out. Home Alone 2 goes off of that really goofy, sort of implausible premise that the first one had.
Being home alone was a nightmare to me, so that movie was terrifying.
The movie kind of plays off of that fear as well.
The one thing I did like was the fact that he had like the record, which turned the person, you know, around like on the train, had the guests moving through the party. That shadow scene, that was dope.
It does really appeal to kids, but I think it appeals to parents and families altogether. Liz, why don't you tell us what your favorite holiday movie is?
Well, my favorite holiday movie is Last Holiday, starring Queen Latifah, and it's actually a remake of a 1950 film starring Alec Guinness. And I just want to ask you guys, have either of you seen Last Holiday? It's about a woman named Georgia Bird, played by the wonderful Queen Latifah, and she works in a department store, and she puts together this scrapbook of things that she wants to do one day. It's called her Possibility Book.
So it's a bucket list movie.
It's like a bucket list, but it's awesome because it's Queen Latifah. And so she finds out through a faulty x-ray, she finds out that she has something called Lampington's disease, which means that she has 2 weeks left to live, and her insurance doesn't cover the major surgery that it takes to cure her of this disease. So she says, screw it, I'm going to the Czech Republic, and I'm gonna learn how to cook by, you know, the best cook in the world, and I'm going to ski. I'm gonna live it up, and I'm going to throw caution to the wind.
Look, I was wondering sometime if you're free. So maybe we could... Oh, I'm sorry, I'll get it. You got it? Oh, Georgia!
It's a really charming, comforting film, so I recommend it.
In National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, Chevy Chase, at the height of his anger, says to his family, "We are gonna have the happiest Christmas since Bing Crosby tap danced with Danny Kaye." And the movie that he's talking about, White Christmas, that's my favorite holiday movie of all time. Made in 1954, starring Crosby and Kaye and Rosemary Clooney and Vera Ellen, and directed, of all people, by Michael Curtiz, the guy who did Casablanca. And it is a very typical backstage musical, right? Crosby and Kaye are these big vaudeville performers. They find their way up to this ski cabin in Vermont, which happens to be owned by their old general from their days in the army. And his business is suffering from the greenest, warmest winter on record. And so they decide to bring up the entire company of singers and dancers to put on a show in secret to save the business. And it's wonderful.
I know it's murder asking you to leave your homes on Christmas Eve, and certainly a trip like this is no bargain. But remember this. Nobody connected with the show is getting anything out of it. Nothing at all. Except what we're offering you. A chance to give the nicest Christmas gift you'll ever get to the nicest guy we'll ever know.
When Bing Crosby starts to sing, "I'm dreaming of a white Christmas," damn it if me and the Crawford family, who gather around every year to watch it at Christmas time, don't just burst out in tears.
The Crawford family.
It's a beautiful image. It really is.
So to recap, Ryan, your pick was...
Home Alone.
And James, yours was?
White Christmas.
And mine was Last Holiday with Queen Latifah. So it looks like we have 3 very good choices for holiday movies for a family to curl up on the couch and enjoy some hot cocoa. Cheers.
Cheers.
I wonder what Queen Latifah would be like in Home Alone.
Oh, Queen Latifah.